Skip, it can't work like that. It can't. Teams are counting on you. They built this team around KD, Kyrie, and James Harden. They built that team around them.
Yep.
But one guy chose to, without telling them, just take an absence. Couldn't even be a professional. Being a pro and being a professional is two different things. You can be a professional athlete but not handle your business in a professional manner. And I don't think he handled that. I don't think anybody thought he handled that in a professional manner. Now, some people, because there are people out there that anytime you buck, because that's what they do, they buck the system. Oh, man, yeah, Kyrie, hey, just take you a day if you want it. But that's not how you do things in the real world. In the real world, you call your boss and says, I had a flat tire or something, I had a family member that's sick that I'm not going to be able to come to work for the next couple of days. You give them that out of common courtesy. You just don't show up and then let people ask, have you seen Dave? Have you seen John? Nah, I ain't heard from him. Well, maybe he'll show up sooner or later. Skip, teams are looking around the league. He had it so good. He was playing with LeBron. I think everybody would agree. At the time, LeBron James was the best player in the NBA. And that was, even after winning championship, even after going to finals, Chris Paul waited, 16, 17 years to make one. Kyrie had gone to 3 back-to-back and had won one from 3-1 down. Nah, I don't want that. Let's say, well,
and you know what? If he hadn't gotten hurt in that first one in 2015,
he might have won 2 or 3.
I think they would have won that one.
So,
I just do.
Yes.
Remember, they were up 2-1 without Kyrie and Kevin Love.
So Skip is like, well, you know what? I want to be a lead. I want to lead. I want my own team.
Yep.
So he goes to Boston. Young talent, Jaylen Brown,
Tatum.
Jason Tatum, smart.
Yep.
They got a nice young nucleus.
They did.
Rozier, Scary Terry Rozier. Nice. Nah, for whatever reasons, he started clashing with their.
He did.
I want to, he goes to Brooklyn. And then all of a sudden he gets KD, and then, me and KD, we don't need no coach. We can coach ourselves. So, Skip, his behavior makes it very, very difficult. Now, somebody, Skip, the guy's so immensely talented, somebody's going to take a chance on him now. That's what they do. Talent trumps all.
Yeah.
But at what expense? I don't know if there's a championship caliber team with his unpredictability, say, yeah, you know what, Kyrie's that missing piece, he's going to nah. Because I can't hitch my wagon to that, Skip. I can't put all my eggs in Kyrie's basket and then have him trip on the way to the market, and then there goes everything. So I think there's a greater chance he gets traded, but to where? I mean, Philly, we were talking about Philly as an idea. Man, Ben Simmons for Kyrie? Okay, fine, we can keep that moving. The salaries pretty much line up.
Yep.
Nah. I just, Skip, with him, I just don't. And then give him an extension? Man, you get that joke, Skip, this is only one, he only got 1 year plus an option. Yep. And then that says we good. Can you imagine giving him 4 years, guaranteed at almost $200 million? Man, Kyrie gonna go and come as he please. Now, you know what? I think I'll play this week. I don't know about next week, how I feel. Something else might come up, and he want to fight for that cause, even though vaccine. He want to be the people's champ for this. This is the hill that he wants to plant a flag on and says, I'm standing with you.
Okay. I hark back to the first comment you made as we opened the show today. He has backed himself into a corner. I believe he has. I think now foolish pride, and he's a very proud man.
Right.
It has seized control of him, to the point that he's dug in, he's taken his stand and his stance,
yes,
and it's going to be very difficult for him to back off that stance in the time frame that's going to be required for him to be welcome back to the Nets,
right,
because the clock is ticking. I don't know if it's a week or 2 weeks. There's going to be a little grace period right here, right now, probably up to opening night, maybe. Maybe the first game or two,
right,
in which, hat in hand, he could go back.
Right.
And I think it would require a little bit of an apology or a clearing of the air with the team.
But then, Skip, if he were to go back, it's going to look like he was grandstanding the whole while.
I got it.
Because of why you make this stink when all you did was this.
Okay, that's what I call foolish pride.
Yes.
Because he wants to be a spokesman, the voice for the voiceless. And so he's taken his stand, and now he would look incredibly foolish if he suddenly just caved and went back.
Correct.
Right?
Correct.
And yet, if he thinks in his heart of hearts that Kevin and James and maybe Steve and the hierarchy, all the way up to the owner, if he thinks there's going to be a contingent a la Aaron Rodgers during the offseason that's going to come visit him at his house and get down on bended knee and say, enough is enough. Please come back. We can't do it without you. It's not going to happen.
I believe probably KD and Harden has had these conversations with him. Come on, Kai. Man, we got a chance to do. We got a chance to do something special, bro. Yeah. We need you on board. Yeah. We can really do something special. We can go down in history, Kai. Come on, Kai, bro. This is for the team. So now, like you said, ain't nobody getting in their car, going across the bridge and driving Kyrie and try to beg him now.
No, it's over.
Yes.
He is in for a rude awakening.
Right.
For the first time in his basketball life, he's going to realize he is literally going this one alone.
Right.
Now it's up to him. He can't fall back on his friendship with KD. And I think they're very close to the point where KD is a baller, man. As you said, all he wants to do is just hoop, man. He knows they've got a really good team and a great chance to win it all this year. And he's finally saying, Kai, I get what you're saying, but I don't get it because all I care about is this. And all these guys do at night, if they're watching TV, every other commercial is a bunch of NBA players begging the populace to please get vaccinated. Okay, so that's all they know. They all got vaccinated. Whether they loved it or not, they got vaccinated for the betterment of the whole.
Skip, you covered this game for 40-plus years. What is the one thing that when you heard about the great players, what do they value more than anything? Friendship, all that. They put championship. I'm here to win a championship.
That's the only ship that matters.
Right. Yeah. Well, hey, we could be, Kobe, we could be friends after. He said friendship, that might come. But them titles, that's forever. Magic, Bird, them guys like, man, I'm trying to win a championship. We can be friends afterwards, or we can choose not to. But guess what? That'll be up there forever. Our friendship might come and go, but once that banner's up there, it ain't coming down.
And the championship ship has sailed on Kyrie in Brooklyn. They've made it, as you say, abundantly clear. We're just moving on. We're done. We can't take it anymore. Window that's cracked open, but that leads us to trades. And I told you earlier in the show, last night was so kooky that it's going to send a message around the league. Do we really want to trade?
Do we want that problem?
Yeah. Do we? And plus, we still have the vax problem going forward. In other cities, it's still going to be somewhat of a problem when they play in Brooklyn, San Francisco, LA, right? So you still have some overhanging problem. And you also have the problem of he might just take off from contract, just the Chris Paul contract. Would they do it? To what end? Because he can be a free agent. So would you trade what for him? How much would you give for him? Well, now we're back to what we dealt with head on yesterday. On paper, just strictly on paper, where they do not play basketball, the trade of Kyrie head up for Ben Simmons made all the sense in the whole world.
Perfect sense.
It's perfect. It arguably could make each team considerably better. It's the perfect fit. Just move them. And it's not very far away. It's just, like an hour away. Let's just move. Let's trade places.
You get on the Excella and you're right there.
Okay. And yet, the news yesterday was the Sixers want no part of Kyrie off the court. All the baggage now that's starting to build up with him, and it's not law-breaking baggage. It's just psychological baggage.
Accountability.
He's just difficult.